Michaelerplatz, OBB, HO gauge. Exhibited by Mike Upton and Mike Rule. Michaelerplatz, OBB, is an important S-Bahn station located on the outskirts of a bustling city in Austria. This station plays a crucial role in connecting the local residents with various destinations within the city, as well as the surrounding countryside. It serves as a transportation hub, offering regular train services that cater to the needs of both commuters and travelers. In addition to passenger services, Michaelerplatz station is equipped with facilities to handle freight operations. It features a small freight shed and a depot that serves a prominent supermarket chain. The depot receives trip freights from larger marshalling yards, where extensive shunting of wagons takes place. This ensures the efficient distribution of goods and supplies to the supermarket. To support the smooth functioning of the station, there is a stabling area and a light maintenance shed nearby. These facilities are utilized for the servicing and upkeep of locomotives that originate from the adjacent marshalling yard. The station is frequented by a colorful variety of trains, including intercity and Eurocity expresses that connect the city with other major destinations. Additionally, various types of freight trains, ranging from trip freights to heavy freights, can be observed passing through the station. Alongside these long-distance services, the station also serves as a vital stop for local S-Bahn trains. These trains cater to the daily commuting needs of the local residents, allowing them to travel conveniently within the city and its outskirts. Cadham Sidings in P4 gauge. Exhibited by Chris Goff. Cadham Sidings is a Southern Railway layout, set around 1930 and built in 4mm scale to P4 standards. It models the Sidmouth branch with an imaginary set of sidings installed at the real Cadham crossing to serve a couple of industries. There is plenty of movement with the 3 sidings always in shunt mode, and with various branch line trains travelling along the running line. The layout is L-shaped, with a fiddle yard at each end. It is worked prototypically with single-line token, bell signals, lock instruments and full signalling. Viewers can listen as a train is offered and accepted, then watch the signals, including the ground signals, and crossing gates move, all in a prototypical manner, before the train makes its appearance, with DCC sound in all the locos. The timetable is operated to a visible speeded-up clock, with timetables available, so train spotters can see what is about to happen. A day's timetable takes roughly 3 hours to complete. Gillow Heath Exchange. In P4 gauge. Exhibited by Peter Heald. Gillow Heath Exchange represents a fictitious rail exchange siding, alongside a single-track branch line. Somewhere in the Biddulph, Stoke, Leek area. The layout is operated in the North Staffordshire Railway period from around the late 1914-18 war to the early 1920s. The surrounding area is industrialized, with mines, metal processing, and potteries, yet not far from the textile manufacturing areas to the north of Congleton and Leek. Traffic is predominantly goods and minerals with some limited passenger and excursion workings. The layout is built to P4 18.83 standards, using conventional ply and rivet methods and servo motors for turnout actuation. Garlieston, in P4 gauge, exhibited by the West Scotland 4mm group. In early 2021 we chose Garlieston as a suitable subject. We particularly like the flowing trackwork and turnouts through the station. These showcase the advantages of building your own, rather than buying from a limited range of standard manufactured products. The track plan and immediate environs are modelled as closely as possible in a small space to the actual station and surrounding area. Garlieston Station was the terminus of a short branch from Millaisle, the original station which served Garlies Town, on the old Newton Stewart to Whithorn line in southwest Scotland. The station lost its regular passenger service in 1903, but the line remained open for goods, and excursion trains for the steamer from Garlieston Harbour to the Isle of Man, eventually closing in 1965. Goods traffic served the feed and saw mills, plus general domestic goods. We have assumed that the line is still open to passenger traffic in the late 1950s, allowing members to run their 1950s-60s stock. The layout operates end-to-end, between two hidden fiddle yards, the harbour area, right, and the line towards Millau, and beyond, left. United Mills, in P4 gauge. Exhibited by Ray Knowlton. United Mills represents a fictitious, rail-served, small industrial facility, set in the Cowdenbeath Kelty area of West Fife in the late 1950s, early 1960s period. Although the specific nature of the business remains deliberately vague, it revolves around the manufacture of metal castings and fabrications. Life is growing harder for such concerns at this time though, and the air of decay and dereliction around the site is palpable. The factory clings grimly onto its rail service, due to the poor road access, but the end cannot be far away. Their own locomotives work much of the traffic up to the railhead with BR, but BR locomotives are regular visitors to this end of the line, bringing in and taking out a variety of traffic. The layout is built to P4 standards with hand-built track utilizing X-Acto-scale components on a foam board base. Point actuation is by manually operated Blue Point units. Locomotives and stock are a mixture of scratch-built, kit-built and re-wheeled proprietary products. Whithorn, in EM gauge. Exhibited by Alasdair MacDonald. This 4mm EM gauge layout is based upon the plan set out in Light Railway Layout Designs by Ian Rice for Whithorn, a small market town in Galloway, southwest Scotland. The station at Whithorn was the most southerly railway in Scotland until it closed to passenger traffic in 1950. It remained as a goods-only station until June 1965 when the Whithorn branch closed along with the main line from Dumfries to Dunragit on the route to Stranraer, the Port Road. To make the operation more interesting, it has been assumed that the railway did not close on the historical dates, but continued to operate into the 1960s and 70s. This allows for a greater variety of locomotives and rolling stock to be used on the layout. The layout is operated by DCC, principally from the front. At the September 2018 Expo EM exhibition in Manchester, Whithorn won Best of Show. At the same show, the creamery building on the layout was awarded the Eileen's Emporium Prize for the best example of scratch building materials.